good, my G?
What's good?
Oh, good. I got a question for you, bro.
Yeah, what is it?
Like, you look fit as hell in this.
Yeah, I'm not a small dude.
I know. And you do plant-based diet.
Plant-based Alkaline, more specifically, which is even more strict.
Yeah. And the question I got for you is, and I'm sure everyone's wondering, because from my experience, the most people I've seen that are in plant-based diet are not that big or not that fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
pretty common.
How are you consuming like your proteins and stuff?
Yeah, so I teach against protein. So a lot of people focus on protein. I focus on amino acids. Amino acids are the building block of protein.
Yeah.
So therefore, I get the main source versus the regurgitated source, the aftermarket source of protein. All the biggest animals, your cows and all that, the animals that are the most gorillas, they're not eating meat. They're eating nonstop amino acids, and it's about the calories. So they're eating a lot of calories. So I eat a lot of calories of things like even say hemp seed, chickpeas. These are complete plant-based sources of protein. So the biggest argument that people that eat meat will say is, oh yeah, you can get protein from being vegan, but you're not getting complete protein. That's not true, because hemp seed is a complete protein.
Yeah.
All right? Quinoa is a complete protein. So you eat quinoa as your base instead of, say,
isn't quinoa
rice.
considered a carb?
Exactly. So when it comes to getting big, anytime I want to bulk up, like now I'm a little bigger than I usually am. I focus on carbs and calories. You swell up with carbs. You get vascular with carbs.
Yeah.
So say you go to the gym, you know, people that are vascular before their workout, they'll want to get some carbs in their system, get you more vascular, gets the blood flowing. So it's a lot of things that goes into it that most people don't talk about. Everybody just talks about protein powder, which is full of fillers, pre-workouts, which you don't need. Drink watermelon as your pre-workout. Most pre-workout is, if you look at the ingredients, they put L-arginine in it.
Yeah.
Watermelon is one of the highest things in L-arginine. It's actually high in L-citrulline, which converts in your body to L-arginine. So if you drink a bunch of watermelon or juice watermelon or eat watermelon before your workout, you're gonna notice more veins in your arms when you're doing biceps and shit like that. Post-workout, I'm worried about my carbs, my protein, right? I'll eat a bowl of quinoa. For my fats, I'll eat my avocados. I don't need to eat a steak and all that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is highly carcinogenic, which means cancer causing, which every cancer research site will tell you that, right? That's just the facts. But again, I don't hate people that eat meat. Eat meat, that's your thing.
Yeah.
For me, this is my thing, what I choose to teach and what has helped tens of thousands of people get results.
I eat meat, so it's interesting to me, but I like knowing about these things. And
see what I'm saying? He eat meat, I can dap you up,
yeah.
I don't hate you.
Exactly.
You know how some vegans, yo, you eat
but
meat.
I'm curious, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so if I eat watermelon every day.
And eat the seeds.
And eat the seeds.
The seeds are good. If you look at the back of many plant-based protein powders in GNC, one of the ingredients is going to be watermelon seeds, because it's a great source of protein.
So the watermelon is a great source of protein?
The seed of it is.
Yeah.
The watermelon is great for cleansing the blood, getting blood flow and circulation, making sure your heart's healthy, because most people have heart issues. The top causes of death is heart issues and cancer, right? You're getting cancer because you're eating carcinogenic food. So you can look up what foods are carcinogenic. Every meat is gonna come up, and yes, fish is meat. Even fish will come up. And when you add heat to the meat, it makes it even more carcinogenic, which most people aren't eating raw meat.
Yeah.
So it makes it more cancer causing. Then you cook it in oils, and you know, we can go deep into everything, but that's just the basics and outline. But
last question.
Yeah.
What other fruits? So watermelon is one thing. So what other fruits would you recommend somebody if they're trying to, like, you know, bulk up, you know, get bigger and everything like that to...
I mean, I would say honestly, if you want to really bulk up and get, you know, big biceps, big chest, you're gonna need more than fruit, right? If you eat just fruit, you can be lean and ripped and chiseled and look like a physique model or something like that, but you're not gonna get real bulky. So that's when, if you wanna add size, you add in the hemp seed, the quinoa, chickpeas as your base wild rice, because I teach against white rice and brown rice, because many of them are have tons of plastic in them and much more. So just do wild rice, chickpeas, quinoa, hemp seed. You're gonna get all the protein, all the carbs, all the calories you need. Depending on your weight, your size, you can track how many calories you need to either maintain the current weight you're at, or if you want to get bigger, you need to be in a caloric surplus. So let's say for you, you need 2,500 calories a day to maintain exactly how you look now. But you want to bulk up, get wide, get your lats big and everything, then you need to up it to 3,500. But you can do that without eating unhealthy foods. But at the same time, you can eat unhealthy foods and get the calories. You can eat 3,500 calories of Oreos, which are technically vegan, So you may look the same. You can even get a 6-pack eating Oreos. That doesn't mean it's good for your internal health though. So I focus on internal health, protecting my organs, blood flow, preventing cancer, preventing heart issues, and that. And I post my lab work all the time, perfect lab work. Everything's perfect.
And then you have, so what's your calorie intake? Like when you're counting, so let's say, what does a meal look like for you? Like a full meal?
Well, that's the thing. I don't even focus on, it sounds weird, but I don't focus on meals. So in the morning, I make sea moss juice. I make watermelon sea moss juice. That's where I take sea moss gel, I mix it and blend it with, I cut open a watermelon with black seeds. I cut it up, put it in the blender, blend it with the sea moss gel. I take my juicer, I'll juice 10 apples, mix that in, blend it, I'll drink that around 10 a.m., right? After my first workout, which is going downstairs at my oceanfront place and running on the beach in the sun, getting my sun, right? Which is your vitamin D3 from the sun. All right, and then I'll come back around maybe 1 or 2, have something to do with like avocados. If you want to do like a protein shake, you can get 100% hemp protein powder, 1 ingredient hemp. You're getting all the protein you need. And then usually in the evening, I guess you can say I eat a meal. That may be, like I said, some chickpeas based, wild rice based, with some, maybe a portobello mushroom seasoned up real good to taste like steak. If you miss that flavor of meat, you grew up on it like I did. So I want something that feels like it's filling me up.
Mushrooms?
Yeah, some mushrooms, portobellos, you can cut up the baby bell mushrooms.
Mushrooms is a form of protein as well, right?
Yeah, you get protein from your mushroom, but your best source is going to be your seeds. So like I said,
so it's the seed.
Hemp seeds. You can do pumpkin seeds, which are good for parasites. And then you can do your nuts, your walnuts, Brazilian nuts, which are high in selenium. Most people that have like eyesight issues, they lack selenium. Selenium is very important for the body to function. You're getting all your nutrients, stuff like that. Then your herbs. I don't take multivitamins. I do herbs. I'm focused on minerals, not vitamins. So I do my herbs, my quassia chips, burdock root, yellow dock, dandelion, soursop leaf.
I love soursop.
Yeah.
I grew up with